Hey y'all, welcome back to Tanisha Renee. It has been a minute since I've actually filmed videos. The ones that I've been uploading lately have just been ones that I kind of binged record a little while ago, and those have been my Bible reading videos. But I wanted to come to you today with a new type of video. I've mentioned in my intro video to YouTube and all of that I have a passion and a love for finance. I have been in the finance industry for probably over a dozen years. Basically, the very first job that I had was finance related, and I pretty much stuck to it. And so I wanted to come and kind of bring to the channel some of my love of finance, some of the teachings that I do on how to build generational wealth, how to save, how to get out of debt, all of that. And my day job is a financial counselor. So the business that we will be launching this year is financial counseling, plus some planning and some organization. And I wanted to really have a spot that I would be able to showcase the financial counseling aspect of it. And I obviously can't show you my customer client information. So I was kind of just thinking, like, what can I do that will kind of help others? And the best thing that I could think of was basically bringing you into our home and into our budget, and just showcasing how we were able to pay off debt. We've paid off debt 2 specific times. One was in preparation for us building our home. We wanted to be completely debt free to do that, and at that time we paid off over $50,000 worth of debt. And that was car loans and student loans, along with probably just a little tiny bit of credit card debt. And then we also paid off debt when I transitioned from working in traditional employment to starting my own business a few years ago and being a homemaker full time. So we wanted to make sure that we were comfortable living off of one income, and we decided to pay off all of the credit card debt that we had at that time. And we are unfortunately in the process again of continuing to pay off some credit card debt. This will be our 3rd time just doing this particular process. And I don't necessarily believe, I'm not one of those people that believes that credit card debt is bad, right? Like, I definitely think that if you're living above your means and you're using credit cards to pay for a lifestyle that you really can't afford, that's bad. But credit cards definitely have their perks. So like, for example, I follow some of Dave Ramsey's principles, but the principle that he has of credit card debt being completely bad and all of that, I don't necessarily follow. I do believe that there's a smart way to use credit card debt. So while I do, believe that some of his principles are great, there's also some that need to be tweaked. And that includes, like, for instance, his first baby step is to save $1,000. And while saving $1,000 for your emergency fund for some people works quite well, we learned last year in 2020 that if you were to lose your job, unfortunately, $1,000 is not going to go far, especially if you're not able to quickly get a job again. So when it comes to my clients, I definitely tell them it depends on how stable their job is, right? So for example, when the pandemic hit, Chris and I, we actually had made the decision for me to enter traditional employment again. We had some financial goals that we wanted to hit, and the fastest way for us to hit those financial goals was for me to go back into full-time employment. So as the pandemic hit, right before the pandemic hit, I was actually actively interviewing for jobs and looking for jobs. But then once COVID hit, the jobs that I was looking at, which a lot of them were financial, they were in the process of transitioning their employees out of the office into working from home. And then a lot of them put out hiring freezes. So with the hiring freeze, that means that I was not able to get a job. And so we had to really look at, okay, how does this impact our financial situation? We were really hoping that we would have additional income coming in. And we decided that while we had the $1,000 in savings, And Chris's job, he's in the military, so his job is secure. Like, we know that he can't get kicked out of the Navy unless he does absolutely something stupid, and God willing, he doesn't do that, right? So we made the decision then that we were going to beef up our savings a bit more and really focus on padding our savings account, and stop the debt payoff that we were doing. Then, of course, we made some transitions because we decided that we wanted to have me launch a business instead of doing traditional employment. That way I could work for myself, and we really had more control there. And so that's when we decided at that time that, you know, we can then switch over back to doing debt payoff. So it really is something that I recommend. You know, you really have to sit down and take a look at your financial situation. So I know I've had some people that they were able to pick up jobs such as DoorDash or Uber Eats or something like that. And that's how they've been able to keep some income coming in. So therefore they can continue to pad their savings account. Again, it's very specific to your situation. So let me go ahead and get into the cash envelope system, because that's what this video is actually going to be about today, is stuffing my cash envelopes for our first paycheck. I'll go ahead and explain a little bit about what cash envelopes are, and we'll get into it. All right. All right, y'all, welcome back. So the cash envelope system, what is that? So basically what it is where you budget for exactly how much money belongs into each category. And then after you do your budget, you then go to the bank, take out cash, and you stuff your envelopes. And that is the money that you'll spend for that category for the month or for the paycheck, however long you're doing it for. And the reason that most people will recommend doing cash envelopes or having a cash budget system is that it has been proven that when you actually can feel the money and when you actually are spending cash, you kind of second guess if you're going to be spending it or not. When you're swiping your plastic, swiping your debit card or credit card, you don't really see the money coming out, and therefore you're able to kind of just keep spending without that threshold that says, okay, maybe I need to stop. Whereas when you have cash, you see, okay, I'm running out of cash, I'm running low. Do I really need this purchase and all of that? So with the cash envelopes, this is an example of the binder that I keep my cash envelopes in. And then you just have your cash envelopes here. You stuff them with cash. And then let's say you are going to the grocery store. You can take your grocery store envelope with you, and that's how much you have to spend. You don't continue to spend. You don't borrow money from another category. You don't do things like that. It's really a habit that you're building to stick to your budget. So this particular paycheck, so we are a one paycheck household right now until I launch the business. So this is the first paycheck for February. So this is Chris's paycheck. So we're a one income family, and it's a military income at that. So what I did was, let me show you. This is a denomination worksheet that I created. And basically what I did is I list out the expenses for this particular paycheck, the amount that they are, and then I know exactly how much to take out of the bank. I have the total denominations down here. So I can go to the bank and I can say, hey, I need 2300s, I need 550s, 15 20s, 4 10s, and 7 5s. And they're able to give that to me so then I can stuff my envelopes. Now, the month of January, normally what we do is we kind of use that month as like a buffer month. We are trying to figure out exactly how much is going into each category and all of that. So we normally don't do anything with cash for the month of January. I'm wrapping up the previous year's budget. I'm making sure that everything has been zeroed out. I'm reevaluating our mortgage, not our mortgage, reevaluating our categories to decide if we still need some things, looking at the amount of how much we spent the year before, and then that can give me a better idea of what to spend for the year coming up. So that's why you'll see that my starting balances are zero. I actually only have one envelope that has money in it, and that's our emergency fund, which is not getting any money at the present moment. So yeah, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. So my first category, actually, let's do it by envelopes. Okay, so this is our first binder that we have, and I'm not even 100% sure if this binder is going to have any envelopes that we'll need, but we'll see. So this particular paycheck, we don't have anything for giving at the moment. And to be completely honest, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to show that on camera. I'm just not sure yet. We'll figure it out. But this gets funded with our next paycheck, so we'll be moving this over. Our emergency fund, so it has money in it now, but we had some things that we were cash flowing recently, and we had to dip into our emergency fund to pay for some of that, because we just made the decision to do that instead of like waiting a whole nother month or two. So we do need to fund this back up, but that will get done with our next paycheck. Okay, so here we do have a mortgage. So our mortgage is $17.90. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I'm just going to count it again to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1700, 1750, 70, 70, 17, 19, 90. Okay, so this will go in our mortgage envelope. I'm just going to highlight this to show we're good. Then we have our credit card number 1, credit card number 2, and the credit line. Those 3 actually get paid with our next paycheck. So this envelope, this binder system is actually done. We'll go to this second one. Okay, so electricity we do have, that's $230. So 1, 2, 1, 1. So 100, 200, 220, 230. Our electricity has been high these past couple of months because it's winter. And Chris does not like to be cold, whereas your girl has put on a couple of pounds and I don't like to sweat. So we've been kind of having a back and forth between the heat and the air conditioner. Okay, so home warranty is 70. So 50, 60, 70. If you do not have a home warranty, I definitely recommend it. So we built our home obviously brand new, and we really were like kind of going back and forth about whether we needed a warranty or not. But after, you know, the first year's warranty goes away on everything, we just decided that it was best to get the warranty, and it has been a lifesaver. Our refrigerator has gone out multiple times. Our washing machine has gone out multiple times. Our septic system has gone out multiple times, and we've been able to use our home warranty to pay for it. Basically, you usually just pay like a small fee, which ours I think is like $100 per call, unless of course they don't fix it the first call, then it's all wrapped up in one, and then they come out, they fix it or replace it. So for a monthly fee of $70 and then just a one-time fee of $100, it's definitely worth it when you can possibly be getting some new items. So our internet gets funded with the next paycheck. Our home alarm gets funded with the next paycheck. Our lawn service gets funded with the next paycheck. Our pest control gets funded with the next paycheck. Septic system and home goods all gets funded with the next paycheck, and that's if they're getting funded. I haven't decided yet. Okay, so let's look at the next binder. Okay, so life insurance is $85. So we have one that gets funded this paycheck and one that gets funded the next paycheck. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 50, 60, 70, 80, 5. Yep. Okay, our next one felt like, what was that? It was life insurance. I definitely have to pay the cell phone bill this pay period, so I don't know why that's not up here. I think this is the so let's see, sell, and that's $235. So I'm gonna have to grab some more cash to get that paid. Okay. So auto insurance gets paid next go round. Medical expenses gets $5 this go round. Okay, gas gets 115, 110, 15. Okay, groceries gets $100. I'm actually on this kick of trying not to spend any money on groceries because we have a lot of food here and I would really like to eat it. Let's see, Bambi Girl doesn't get anything right now, and then subscriptions. So I have quite a few of those. So we have Lose It, which is $40, and that's for me to try to do better with my health. We have She Reached Truth, which is $45. I'm gonna do an unboxing soon on She Reached Truth. YouTube is $15. car registration is $40. So all of that gets put into the subscriptions. Okay, and then nothing for gifts and miscellaneous right now, although February is a very heavy month for me when it comes to gifts and stuff. Okay. So then we have hubby's envelope, which his fund money is $40. I mentioned already that hubby is in the military, and we learned that when it comes time to deploy, he normally ends up having to spend a bunch of money to prep for deployment. Just like stuff that he has to take with him. So we learned that the best thing to do is to just put money aside every month. And then that way, whenever he deploys, he has a fund to kind of take out of. So that's what the $155 is. Okay, and then for me, I have $20 for fun and then $25 for clothing. Like I said, your girl has gained some weight, and I need to get some new clothing. I've been in the dresses for forever, but I've been doing dresses so that way when I lose the weight, I can still wear my dresses. And then the last thing is my website for my business. My business and my blog, actually, which is $150. So that goes into here. And then business taxes will obviously start to get paid as I start to make some money. And then bank deposit if I need to take anything and put it into the bank. So the only thing that I need to do is to grab the money for my cell phone, and then we'll be good to go with this particular paycheck. So I will be actually offering these for sale. That's why, like, if you notice, I've been trying out different fonts and different colors, because I wanted to see like what looks good and all of that. So we are going to be offering these on the website as soon as I get that uploaded. It'll be there, so I'll make sure to include the links in the description box. But you know, so we have the different fonts, the different colors that I'll be offering, and then it's 2 different types of envelopes. So you'll have this one that you can't see through it, in case like you want to take it with you anywhere, and then the jelly ones that you can see through. I've been kind of looking at some different colors in both of these, because this one comes in the pink and blue and this one is just the clear. And so I've been kind of playing with those. So if you see me next video with like different binders, that's why, because I firmly believe that I should be using and liking and making sure it's great for anything that I want to offer on my website, which is why you'll see me using these. But then also, like, most of the time, the templates that I offer on the website have come out of a need. So it's been like, okay, I need to go to the bank and figure out how much, you know, 20s and all that stuff I need. Oh, well, let me create a denomination worksheet, a cash envelope tracker. Like, there's just different things that I'll be offering on the site. And I'll do a video where I'll talk about all of those. But for now, that's it. This is our first paycheck. If you liked it, please like the video. Share it with your friends. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I will be talking to y'all later. Bye.